Well, I used to hate English. I used to not like doing English papers at all. I was like, oh, we have a 5-page essay, it's that whole deal. But then once I hit high school, I started really, the teachers began giving us creative freedom of, hey, what do you want to write about? What do you want to do a research paper on? What creatively do you want to do today? And I loved that because it allowed me to explore avenues that I wasn't able to explore before. My passion for English stems from what I want to do, future and career path. So I want to go into the sports media and journalism business. So writing is my way of expressing myself through that. I also love English that much because it allows for storytelling.
I think my sophomore and my junior year English classes were really significant. My sophomore English class, because at that point I was kind of underselling my potential, I think. I just was doubting myself a lot because I was also probably 15, which is a classic 15-year-old thing to do anyway. But my English teacher at the time was Mrs. Heron, who I know now I think teaches French. But she really believed in me and really thought that I was capable of a lot more than I was giving myself credit for, and she really pushed me and advocated for me to do more. When I was in high school, I did want to be an attorney. I don't actually remember why. I really wanted to be a JAG attorney. I really wanted to join the military and be an attorney for them. I
write for a fan-run news source called The Massive Report. It is not directly affiliated with the Columbus Crew, but it's all about the crew. And so it's a website where we have a ton of different writers, and we all write stories about the games, about the team, about controversies surrounding the team, whatever that may be. I started doing that this spring. I submitted a application piece and I got accepted. And now I'm doing tactical breakdowns every week of their games. And that's just my way of, it's a resume builder for college. When you go to college and they ask, well, what did you do?
So my English skills were sharpened, I think, first, with gaining a solid sense of grammar early on. In my job, grammar is very, very important because in my job, brevity is very important. The more words you use, the more trouble you are going to get yourself into, because in my job, it's a lot of contract drafting. It's a lot of people agreeing on what's going to happen, when, by whom, to whom, for whom, and what are the consequences if this doesn't happen. And so you have to be very intentional about each word. And where are you putting your modifying phrases? And are you attaching them to the right noun? And are you using the right pronoun to make sure you're being clear on who's taking what action? Our English department did a very good job in teaching those foundations. Because the style of writing in legal drafting, whether it be litigation or transaction or any other type of writing, is a very, very unique style of writing.
I think God's leading me closer to my calling in just the way that people have been so relational over the years. I came into the school and I've had some tough times through the years just with some stuff happening in my life, and it's really like a big family here. The English department is a mini family, and they really scooped me under their wing, and a lot of that was in creative writing. I think that's a way that drew me closer to God, because sometimes I journal, and I journal about prayers that I have, and that's my way of expressing closeness to God, is by writing, and that's the way I get my creative outlet.
And then another thing I think I really appreciated about Worthington Christian is just the teachers, because so many of them were really wonderful to me and really cared that we learned the subject matter that we were teaching, but that also that we learned how we could find and see Jesus in the subject matter that they were teaching. And I really appreciate how committed many of them were to making sure that we learned that and we knew that.